Hi, welcome to this quick yoga workout practice. Come onto your back. We'll start with some core work. Roll down, feet flat on the floor, fingertips just grazing your heels. Bring your feet a little bit wider than hip width, knees apart. We'll stack the hands one on top of the other. Tuck the tailbone under so that your lower back presses against the mat. Then we'll start to press up, actively pushing your hands between your thighs. Roll down, inhale, exhale, press up, inhale down, exhale up. Continue moving on the breath, making sure that when you press, that your lower back is also pressing against the floor, protecting the back by not letting it arch. Two more. And release. Place the hands on the lower belly. Move through a little bit of pelvic floor and core work. Heel toe the feet a little bit closer together, so about hip distance apart. We'll inhale, let the knees fall wide. Exhale, pull the belly in, bringing the knees back together, feeling that lower belly squeeze. Inhale, knees apart. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, relax everything, the belly, the pelvic floor. Exhale, squeeze. Pull the pelvic floor up and in, pull the belly down and in. Continue through these on your breath. Really strong inhales and exhales. Get the breath involved. Two more. All right, we'll go back to the first exercise, second set. Feet a little bit wider than hip width. Tailbone tucks. Lower back flattens. Stack your hands. Inhale. Exhale, press. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Second exercise, feet a little bit closer together, hands on lower belly. Inhale, knees fall out. Exhale, squeeze together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hug your knees to your chest. And we'll rock and roll up to a seat. Bring all the way to tabletop. Continue with some core work in this position, strengthening through the core and stabilizing through the back body. Kick the left foot back, lifting the leg. Stretch the right arm long. Inhale. Exhale, crunch in, elbow to knee. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, crunch. Continue on your breath. Five more. Stretch long, hold. Pull the belly up. And release. Windshield wiper the hips from side to side just to release before we move to the second side. Come back to tabletop. Set up for the other side. Right leg lifts, left arm lifts. Inhale, exhale, crunch in. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more on your breath. Extend, hold, belly in, and release. With the toes tucked, stabilize through the hands, fingers spread wide, pressing the palms into the mat. Shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Inhale, exhale, pull the belly in, rounding the back, just like a cat pose, and then lift the knees about 3 or 4 inches off the mat. Pressing up actively through your hands, squeezing the belly in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. Drop the belly, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Continue that motion, lifting the knees off the floor. Squeeze the belly in. And release. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round into cat. Lift the knees. Continue breathing while you're holding. Drop the knees. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Knees lift. Hold here for a few breaths. Pull the belly in. Release. One more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Lift. And release. Knees wide on the mat, big toes touch. Shift back into your child's pose. Stretch your arms long. Forehead down. Take a few breaths here. And we'll return to tabletop position. Lift the left leg. Move into some 3-limbed push-ups. Begin to tip the nose towards the mat. Keeping your leg and your upper body in one long line. So your left toes are lifting towards the sky as your nose is tipping towards the mat. Tipping down for 3, 4. Pull your belly in. 5, 6. Inhale, press up. Exhale, down. 7. 3 more. 8, 9, 10. Hold here. Belly in. And release. Moving right to the opposite side. Right leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale. Nose to mat. 1, 2, 3. Strengthening those arms. 4, 5, 6, 7. You can make it. 3 more. 8, 9, 10. Hold. And release. Sit back on your heels. Bring your hands behind you, tenting the fingertips. Open the chest. Let your head fall back. Big breath in. And release. Clasp your hands behind you in this kneeling position. Stretch the knuckles down towards the mat. And begin to shift forward with the bind. Moving into narrowed kneed child's pose with the arm bind. Forehead down. Release your arms, fingertips by your toes. Rise up to kneeling. Hands to the mat. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Lengthening through your arms, your legs, your back. Deep breaths. Rise up on your tippy toes. Shift forward to plank. Hold. Pull the belly in. Press back, downward dog. Heels sink towards the mat. Rise to tippy toes. Shift forward plank. Hold. Breathing. Press back to downward dog. Heels sink to the earth. Up to toes. Shift forward and hold. Downward dog. Up to tippy toes. Shift forward. Lift the right leg off the mat about 12 inches. Hold. Right leg down. Shift back. Downward dog. Last one. Tippy toes. Shift forward to plank. Left leg rises. Hold. And release. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Breath out. Inhale the left leg up. Rise up onto the tippy toes of your right foot and sink the heel back down, up, down, and continue this pulsing action, moving into these calf raises. The left leg is scissoring away from the right leg. A few more. And release, switch sides. Inhale the right leg up. Begin to pulse. Keep breathing. A few more. And release the right leg down. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose, shifting forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Lift. Crunch. Two more. One more. Switch sides, right leg up. Crunch. Lift. Crunch. Keep moving on your breath. Last one. Lift. Release. Bend your knees. Look to the top. Step and fold at the top of your mat. Hands to opposite elbows. Let your upper body hang. Ragdoll forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a few breaths here. Hands to your sides, mountain pose. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, the left foot to the back of the mat. Rise up, crescent lunge. Hands to heart center. Shift forward. Warrior 3. Left leg lifts. Hold here a couple breaths. Begin to bend into the right leg, sinking down, holding your balance. Warrior 3 with this bend in the right knee. Press up, lengthening the right leg. Bend. Press up. Bend. Press up. One more. And step back. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Step to the top of the mat and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Right foot steps back. Rising up, crescent lunge. Hands to heart center. Shift the weight forward. Rising into warrior 3. Right leg lifts. Hands in prayer pose. Begin to play with the other side, bending into the left leg. If you lose your balance and fall out of the pose, just come right back in. If this is a little bit too much, you can always place your hands on the mat and get the same action moving through standing splits. So that would just look like fingertips tented on the floor. We'll get this nice muscular engagement in the left leg, pulsing up and down. Step back, crescent lunge. Inhale, exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Pedal the legs out. Big breath in, sigh it away. Bend your knees, inhale. Step to the top of the mat and fold. Inhale, sweep to chair. Sink down. Rise up onto the tippy toes. And release, stand all the way up. And hands to heart center. Breath in, breath out. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale the left toes to the back of the mat. Move into the second set. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior 3. Or standing splits, your choice. Move through 5 pulses, bending into the grounded leg. Crescent, inhale. Exhale your hands to the mat. Step to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale the right toes to the back of the mat, rising up, crescent. Inhale. Exhale, shift forward. Warrior 3. or standing split. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look to the top. Exhale, step and fold. Inhale, chair. Sink down. Find balance on your right foot. Lift your left foot off the mat a few inches. Hold. Change sides. Left foot grounds, right foot lifts. Return to chair. Inhale. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, high mountain. Exhale, mountain pose. Take a few breaths. Step to face the side edge of your mat. Feet step wide. Toes out, heels in. Sink down to horse pose. Arms out to either side, fingers spreading wide. Sink down. Rotate the palms face down and continue rotating. Inhale, exhale, rotate forward. Inhale, rotating down. Exhale, opposite direction. Inhale, lateral bend to the right. Exhale, lateral bend to the left. Continue on the breath. One more. Stretch up. And then toes in, heels out, release. Folding into Prasarita, wide-legged straddle fold. Hands to hips, rise up. Second set, toes out, heels in, sink to horse. Hands to cactus, inhale, exhale, palms together, rounding the spine. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Sink your hips down lower. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, lateral bend to the left, straightening the right leg. Exhale to the right, straightening the left leg. Continue moving on the breath. Inhale left, exhale right. One more each side. And then rise up, star pose, toes in, heels out, fold down. Bring your nose towards your right knee, pulling yourself in to the right side. Changing sides. Folding to the left. center. Hands to hips, rise up. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to downward dog. One breath in. One breath out. Lift to the top. Step, coming to a seat. Move into a seated butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Pull yourself tall and fold forward. Release, setting up for seated twist. Your left leg folds under you, right foot steps over. Find your grounded seat on your sits bones. Inhale the left arm up, and then twist to the right side. Steady your breathing. Change sides. Right leg folds under, left foot steps across. Inhale the right arm up. Seated twist, gazing to the left. Come back to center. Easy cross-legged pose. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. I hope you're feeling strong. Namaste.